Yes, guys, we're live and we're back for another episode of the Refs View. I've got my co-host here and ex-referee Niall. How are you?
Tired, but I'm all good.
Yeah, I'm still gassed from yesterday. I'm as gassed as this Coke is. No, I'll land on Thursday when we get absolutely smashed. We'll lose to West Ham. It's back to situation normal.
I mean, it's good. It's good that you have faith in your team, and that. So,
well, for that game, right, it's North London derby, so no matter if we're in the relegation zone, right, I'll back my team for that game. No matter how good they are. So, or they say they are.
You never know. A bit of confidence for that shit team might do it the world of good.
Might do, but then we had that confidence with Man United, and look what happened.
Yeah, but you didn't dominate Man United.
Yeah, I would say that.
Not complete domination. It was
quite. Yeah, definitely. Right, everyone, I want you to hit. We already had 6 likes already before we even started, so big up to everyone who's done that already. If you haven't done, what you're doing, hit the like button, right? Hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Right? Best way to help the channel is to subscribe, get us up to 1,000 subscribers. Right? And don't forget Niall's channel, Let's Talk Premier League. Go give them a sub as well. Right, and big up their channel as well because he's doing great content on the Premier League.
You'll find me on all sorts of things. We're on TikTok now, which is where you'll find all the funny posts. So if there's like a really funny clip in a stream, I'll be clipping it and putting it on TikTok. There's already 3 on there.
So we're posting we're posting the whole stream, are we?
No, because not the whole stream is hilarious. This is going to be for like the most outrageous, funniest things.
So is that when Saul says Jack is any good?
No, I think right now we've got me going off on Harry Maguire. You've got Dom going off on Martial, and then you've also got me and Saul's taking a piss out of Cantona's karate kick. So absolutely make sure to check them out. And
still I rise. No, you can say still I rise. Still I rise.
No? Why not? Why am I going to use a Lewis catchphrase? I'm just not.
Because I'm sorry, that motto says me in a heartbeat. Right, it's exactly what I've done all my life.
That's brilliant, but I ain't gonna. I'm not using.
You don't have to be a supporter and say it.
No, I tend to keep my own. I don't tend to.
Hey, but that's another. That's another stream. I was going to bring Luca on for 2 minutes, but he's disappeared out of the backstage. He's having issues with the internet, but as soon as we can get him on, we'll get him on. But we'll go to obviously the big game itself, controversy and drama as usual.
What? Crystal Palace versus West Brom.
Oh, shut up!
Oh yeah, we can do Palace West Brom first.
No, let's get out of the way like that. Like Arsenal versus that shithole down the road. Right?
That's not a good game. That's not a big game.
Yeah, well, for North London it is, and we're just proving again that North London is red. Yeah. That's an end of it.
Yeah, but North London don't have good football teams. Like. I would class Chelsea versus.
We're not good at a minute. Don't get me wrong.
I would class 1 minute. I'd class West Ham versus Chelsea as a bigger match because they're 2 very good London sides. Arsenal and Tottenham, that's the equivalent of a derby in the Conference South. Like,
fuck off.
It's not a huge game.
Anyway, so. Obviously, there's drama in it. The number of incidents.
Drama in a Jose Mourinho match.
A number of incidents, and mainly involving one player, Eric Lamela. Apparently, there was a kick out. I didn't see the kick out against David Luiz, but apparently there was a kick out at him.
Let me guess. This has come from probably a gal I know that he's posted. I know he's posted about Tottenham crying about soft penalties and refereeing decisions, which is exactly what Igal's been complaining and crying about for about for the whole season. So, yeah, his opinion.
Yeah, I will say this is that like the two challenges he was booked for, they're two bookings, right? They're two bookings.
I thought the Tierney one was soft.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to like how he was hardly touched against Martial and he ended up on the floor, then
yeah, but I don't look at. So the thing is with me is probably big sort of going back to my refereeing sort of career. I don't look at what happened in the previous game. So if Lamella got sort of sent off or got someone sent off because they brushed him, then I wouldn't look at that in my thought process for another foul. I just thought the Tierney one was a little bit soft. And I mean, I don't understand if he's on about the one from Gabriel, it's not a red card. That's ridiculous. He got booked for the late tackle on Gabriel.
There were two tackles before. I think it's what it was. It was a combination of things, right? Because
I was on about. Yeah. On the Lamella one, it was a build up of fouls because he just kept doing it persistently all game. But and this is what I was saying last night, right? If we're looking at them as both bookable offences, potentially, the Tierney one where he goes to the ground looking like he's just been shot from a sniper, that for me is soft. That is a soft one for me. But the referee's given a red card because of a build-up of fouls.
Yeah.
Not because of that specific incident. It's just a build-up of fouls.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring Luca in just to address an issue from the watch along. There was a comment that he made, and he wants to come and explain why he made it, and also sort of express his view on the matter. So I'm going to bring Luca in. Luca, you there now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Right.
Sorry about that because obviously like I'm walking about and the internet was a bit poor and all that stuff.
Yes, obviously there was a comment that you made during the watch along about Spurs, and I need you to explain yourself and just explain yourself and go and explain yourself for it.
What I will say is I'm really apologise to everyone from yesterday that obviously on the watch along yesterday, obviously I didn't obviously know that obviously it was a word and all that stuff, and obviously I really apologise to everyone and all that stuff, and I obviously didn't actually mean to actually say that and all that stuff, and I really apologise to the viewers. I apologise to you, Niall. I apologise to Ads. I apologise to Stephen as well. And I really apologise to everyone and all that stuff. And I promise you 100% it will never happen again and all that stuff. And I obviously, I love coming on Stephen's channel and all that stuff. And me, Stephen and Talkman, you had a really good conversation last night and all that stuff. And about 11, 12 o'clock last night. And I really apologise and all that stuff for saying that word and the thing is I didn't know obviously that was a word and all that stuff, and I hope you do understand and all that stuff, and obviously if you guys want to take it seriously, that's understandable and that's fine, but I really passionate about, and I really apologise and all that stuff for obviously coming on here and accidentally saying that word and all that stuff, and obviously I didn't mean to say that word, and obviously I didn't know what it was, so I really apologise, and I hope you guys understand it and all that stuff, and I promise you 110% that will never happen again.
Obviously first thank you for apologising first, and yeah, obviously it's out of order. You can't
It
say
is,
things.
and you lot
can't
are
say things
absolutely
like that.
right. No, you lot are absolutely right and all that stuff. And I do really, really apologise for using that word and all that stuff. I didn't know
think
what it
Tim
was and
Golden
all
just
that.
explained it just quite. I think you're lost in the moment of the game. Like obviously with a derby, it's all charged up, and it's not an excuse to say those sort of things, right? Obviously,
Yeah, that's fine.
but
Yeah.
and if you generally don't know what that word means, then you'll say it not knowing what the implementation of that is. But yeah, you can't. Yeah, like I said, you can't say that things. And the thing is, you immediately recognise that you shouldn't have said what you said, and
Yeah,
immediately
that's
come out and apologise.
fine. That's
Yeah, I mean,
that's understandable.
everyone,
That's fine.
everyone makes mistakes in life. Like, is the thing. The
Yeah.
thing for me is everyone makes mistakes in life. It's about if you're man enough to hold your hands up and go, "I made an error.
Yes.
Won't
Yes.
happen again." And that's the thing. Like, you hear so much about cancel culture and all that crap. Do you know? I'm all for people, especially if they're unknowing of what it really means. My only advice is next time if you don't know what a word means, probably don't say it.
No, I apologise and all that stuff. And I
But yeah,
obviously didn't know what it was.
it's a mistake, and you've come on and
Yeah, I
apologised,
totally
and
understand, and I absolutely agree with you, Niall, and all that stuff. And I love coming
Yeah.
on your channel, both of you, and all that stuff. And if you lot want to take it seriously, I don't have a problem with that. But obviously, I apologise and all that stuff. And obviously, I promise you it won't happen again. And
there's a lot
Nice.
worse going on. There's a lot worse going on in this planet than someone
Yeah,
accidentally
of
saying a
course,
word
of
and then
course.
apologising. So no, I've got no problem with it. To be fair, I don't even know what was going on.
Yeah,
I
mean,
was busy watching the match.
obviously, I don't seem to have an issue with it. Obviously, if there's people in the chat that really feel strongly about it, then
Yeah,
yeah,
At the end
I
of
would have to take that further. But
No.
that's fine.
At the end
That's fine. I
at
don't
the
have
end
a
of the
problem.
day, at the end of the day, if they're look, he's come on and apologised. That's the end of it. No, it
Yeah.
truly is. Look, everyone makes mistakes in life. If the people in the chat, I'm not assuming anyone is, but if anyone was, then firstly, grow up. Secondly, he said sorry, and thirdly, it was a mistake. And being as brutal as possible, really. He's made a mistake. He's owned up to it and apologised.
Oh,
So
you've just lost connection now.
yeah. So if there is people in the chat wanting it to go further, I'd say
Yeah, sorry
greatest
about that. I
idea.
lost a bit.
No, honestly,
But
you come out and
no,
apologise.
obviously. Yeah. But no, obviously, I do really, really apologise and all that stuff, and all that stuff for obviously Stephen and all that stuff, and from yesterday and all that stuff. So
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming on and apologising and yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it.
So
For me,
obviously,
that's it.
people
It's
want to
done.
take it
It's
seriously.
finished.
That's
Nah, for me, it's done. It's finished.
Yeah.
It's dealt with. Right? And
no,
that
I
should
didn't
be
mean
the
to
end of
obviously
it.
say that word yesterday. I didn't know what it was yesterday, Stephen, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
but, I
Because
apologise
even
about
saw
that, and then that's it.
even
So
saw by reaction that you then realised.
Yeah.
What's said. So yeah, like I said, I've got no reason to take it further at all. So, but yeah, thanks for coming on anyway, and
yeah, thank you very much. And obviously, I won't disturb you lot and all that stuff. So
yeah,
that's it. I'll let you lot get on with your show and all that stuff. And
yeah, hopefully on yeah, hopefully we'll have you back on the Thursday, and we'll carry on as we were. So, all right.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much, Niall. Thank you very much, Stephen.
No problem, bro.
And I promise you,
It's
it
all
won't
right.
happen again and all that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's no problem. All right, cool.
All
Take care.
right. Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Catch you in a bit, bro.
Right. Yeah, so that's it, right, everyone? It's done. Finished. I don't want to hear any more about it. Right? So, yeah, But yeah,
At
back to
least,
what
at least he's apologised. I'm still waiting on Boris Johnson's apology for all the racist things he said.
yeah, you got a point.
He's still Prime Minister, though, so you know.
But back to what we were on about.
Yeah, there's still more in the North London derby. Kane red card? No, not on the Gabriel challenge alone. And to be fair, the tackles are going in like wildfire anyway, and you'd expect that in a derby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Football is sort of like a contact sort of sport. It's not completely non-contact, is it?
Of course, it's not. But
exactly. So tackles go in. That's the way it is. Yeah, the challenge that he did on Gabriel was late. It was aggressive, but it wasn't a red card. And as simple as that, really. It wasn't a red card.
Yeah, the penalty incident, obviously.
Lucky.
That's
very
one
lucky.
of them. Would you say very lucky? Why? What was your opinion on the penalty decision?
It's a soft penalty. It could have gone either way, really. It's one of them that it's up to a referee how they judge it. But for me, Lacazette hits the ball, then falls into the challenge from Sanchez. But Sanchez is making that challenge, and he's connected with Lacazette. So it's soft, but I can see why it's given on both parts. And VAR, they're not there to re-ref the game. Is it a clear and obvious error? No. So it's got to be a penalty. Mike Oliver, especially with the way the bodies are and the bodies in the way, he's seen contact and thought, right, that's a penalty. If you look at the camera behind the goal, it's a very soft penalty, very soft. But as I said, I can see why it was given. It's really up to interpretation on how you want to interpret it.
Yeah,
again, back to this interpretation of rules. I don't want to. I want clear, black and white rules. I want to be able to read a rule and it to tell me.
Rules are supposed to be black and white. Rules are supposed to be black and white.
Yeah, I don't want them
it's so up in the air now.
As I've always said, and I've said this multiple times on this show anyway, I don't want referees interpreting rules because everyone has a different interpretation of a rule. It's as clear as that.
Yeah, I think my initial thought when I saw it was a pen. I think it's a pen. So
was I. But it's definitely a soft penalty. I know that much for
but when I look at it, even if he kicks him, right, and goes down like that, because he miskicked the ball, Sanchez, and there's a particular picture where he's just struck the ball and scuffed it, right, and you can see Sanchez already jumping in, right, to make the challenge. So you can already see
if
he's going to take him out.
No, because if Lacazette actually hit the ball properly, Sanchez gets all of the ball. Therefore, would not be a penalty. The thing is, it's a very soft penalty because Lacazette basically kicks into Sanchez, which then means that he then goes down. Look, it's a very soft penalty. Even Lacazette came out last night and was like, it's a soft one. Wait, I'm lucky I got it. Because it is a soft penalty. I don't care how Arsenal fans will look at it. I know the bias that Arsenal fans will have. And I know the comments are going to be absolutely enraged by what I've just said. But it's a soft penalty. I know they'll all be enraged. But the last time I checked, unless any of them have refereed a football match, then it's as simple as that, really.
Yeah,
it's a soft penalty.
And like you said, it's open to interpretation. But obviously, when I saw it, my initial reaction was, "Oh, what you've done? You missed it." Right? And when he's kicked, when players stopped, we then realised that because I didn't even hear the whistle, because obviously I was doing a watch, I couldn't hear the whistle. And then the next bit of time I looked at the TV, right? it was play had stopped and he's given a pen. And when I checked it again, I was like, yeah, that's got to be a pen. It's got to, right?
No,
But now looking at
Lacazette
it, probably
really-
another game. It's probably open, like you said, open to interpretation.
Lacazette definitely kicks into Sanchez because he's miskicked the ball. It's a very odd one. Very soft penalty. But look, Arsenal have got lucky of a referee decision. Is there still that agenda against Arsenal?
Oh, don't start me with that one, please.
No, I'd like to know if Arsenal fans think the agenda's finished now, because
No,
that just proves to me that it's not finished. The referee's just in this country, and I can see why Jose's fuming. I can, right? Not on the red card. Yeah, he doesn't really have a leg to stand on the red, but on the penalty,
yeah.
I can 100% understand why he is frustrated and annoyed, because a point for Spurs, that's a good point. Going to the Emirates, getting a point in the North London derby, that's good. But and then if they don't concede that penalty, does Lamela really get sent off? Maybe not. Unless he was already sent off before that, and then I've not really watched the game properly. But no, look, I think no, it was a soft penalty. Arsenal got lucky of that one. Kane shouldn't have been sent off. I saw nothing in the game to suggest he should have been sent off. Yes, the tackle on Gabriel was very late. It was just a pent-up frustration. Don't condone it. He got booked for it, which is fair enough. Lamela, yeah, multiple fouls, all of that. So that also that's also correct. So I'd say that Oliver had a fairly good game, and I can't even blame him for the penalty, because it's not completely his fault.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just quickly putting this tweet up saying we're live. Right, yeah, so next up, West Brom Palace, you mentioned at the start, with his particular incidents in that, because obviously I've been busy streaming, didn't catch all of the games, but
neither did I. That's why I
obviously
watched. That's why I watched Ref Watch this morning.
yeah, but Crystal Palace and West Brom.
I can't tell you what players. I couldn't tell you what players it was. I didn't pay that much. I know one of them was Benteke. But basically, Palace player, I think it was probably Benteke, has kicked the ball. The defenders sort of leaned in. The ball's hit his hand, hit his arm, his lower arm.
Yeah,
it's a stonewall penalty.
Especially if you're leaning into the ball.
The guy's leaning into the ball. The ball's hit his sort of forearm. So stonewall penalty. Sam Allardyce in the mud again. A disgraceful.
He's going to go before they get relegated.
A disgraceful manager, a disgraceful team. West Brom are just scum. I just dislike them. I just dislike them for how they've treated their previous manager. So West Brom.
Yeah. I do feel with Sam Allardyce, he'll go before they officially get relegated, because he'll be more worried about his relegation record.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. He ain't going to the championship.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's clear and obvious. Leeds, Chelsea, I did watch, and there weren't too much to say about that. It was good attacking football end to end, but yeah, there wasn't many key decisions to.
I've got one on Everton. I've got three more. I've got one on Everton Burnley. Godfrey's jumping up in the air. His arms are up, and the ball's hit his hand, or hit his arm. Some people are saying, "Oh yeah, but Ben Mee's trapping his arm." He isn't trapping his arm at all. It's a stonewall penalty, and the referee's missed it again. Yeah, that one.
Everyone, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Go check out. Go check out Niall's channel as well. The link should also be in the description. Yeah, all the links are links are in the description. Go and sign up now and subscribe to SVT TV. We are 41 away from 700. Come on, get people involved. Let's get people to sign up to the Discord.
I'm 34 off 100, which isn't too bad for about 2.5 weeks work, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's really good. I think the main thing is it starts off well. It's like it goes rapid to quick, and then gradually it slows down a bit as you're trying to find more people to join. Link is also in for the Discord server, so yeah, go and join our community on Discord. And we got football chat, we got F1 chat, we got children's liver disease awareness chat. So go check that out, and lovely place to sort of interact. You mentioned what was the other game you mentioned?
Fulham Man City.
Fulham Man City, yeah.
The penalty on Torres. The guy's dangled his leg and then tripped Torres. For a referee, that's the best decision you can get because it's stonewall penalty, clear penalty.
Yeah.
if the referee had fucked that up, I'd have been laughing my head off. But no, that's a stonewall pen. Then the last one I've got is Southampton Brighton. Can't remember. I think it was Brighton asking for a penalty. One of them were asking for a penalty. I'm so prepared, aren't I? But it's not a penalty.
I think we've been so busy this week. We really hadn't had a.
I've just been watching Formula One, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah, the liver awareness show. It's tomorrow, Charlie. You should know by now. It's tomorrow. So.
But yeah, the player gets the ball first, and that's everything I've got for Refs Watch.
Yeah, and yeah, that's basically it, really, and not too much decisions to be made this week.
I mean, if anyone wants to come on and argue about the Arsenal decisions, I'm prepared. I'll fight anyone. You should know that.
What we'll do is we'll put the link in the chat. We'll also put the I'll also put the link in the group chats on Twitter as well.
Oh, Charlie wants to talk to Man U.
Yeah.
Even though I would say deliberate handball in the penalty area is an easy decision as well, especially if the arm is completely away from the body. Or what? I would need a bit more context than that. I need you to tell me what decision it would
come on and come on. Actually, you can come on and ask.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you. That would be easy as well, but I would need to know what decision he's on about because I'm not a mind reader. The last time I checked, I couldn't read anyone's minds. As much as I'd love to, because that would be such a cool power, I don't possess that ability.
Yeah, I wish I could and have your say. Right, let's go quickly share this on. Right, Charlie, how are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
The arm is just picking.
Yeah. What do you want to say, mate?
I was going to ask Niall, what do you think the most controversial decision this week is?
That's a good question.
Oh, the Lacazette penalty. Probably is the one that's got the most debate.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I would go for. I'd say a Lacazette one is the most controversial. I don't think the Mellors red card is too controversial, but the penalty definitely is the biggest one, I'd say. The last comment, Stephen Noel, if the arm is just sticking in the air for no reason at all, especially if a player has just shot at goal, that's just an example, I think. Yeah, well, that would be a penalty then.
Yeah, that would be a penalty.
If the arm's waving around in the air for absolutely no reason at all, and the ball's hit him, then yeah, that's a clear penalty. And that one, that's just a ridiculous comment, to be brutally honest. He's apologised. Like, and this is the thing, everyone knows what everyone looks like, apart from
does it really matter anyway?
No, the thing is, he's come on.
The thing is, he's come on and apologised. What's your problem?
If he doesn't like it, he's more than welcome to, like, unsubscribe and move over to a different channel. I'm sure you won't mind that too badly. No, because at the end of the day, he's come on.
At least he's already subscribed.
The thing is, he's come on. He's apologised. End of story. We move on.
There's some people don't even bother doing that, or even try and make an excuse.
Yeah, like it's not like he's viciously targeted anyone. It's not like it's bad, of course, but it's not like it's the most horrific thing in the world.
Right, and I don't want to hear any more about it. That's it. It's done. Finished.
Yeah. Capiche.
Right, so,
finished.
Right, if you're going to keep bringing it up, find somewhere else. Right, because we dealt with it.
And no, don't come onto my channel spouting shit like that either, because I frankly don't want that in my. I don't want that in my comments either. I can.
By looking at it last night, you got some really weird comments already.
Oh mate, I love that Twitch guy. That Twitch guy is hilarious. He's brilliant. It made me laugh.
I appreciate.
What's the worst penalty
you have ever seen? That's a good question. Then I'll go to Daniel.
Oh, you're right, guys. Is it easy good?
I can't think. There's probably been so many that's bad.
There was two decisions. There was two handballs in the Burnley-Everton game. Were they penalties?
Well, what are you on about? One of them as the Godfrey handball.
There was one from a corner, the ball in.
Yeah. The one from the corner where, the one from the corner where it's hit his hand. That's a penalty. Right, anyway.
Then there was another one, and he hit it. And he turned away from it. I think, or was he turned towards it or away from it? One of the.
Sorry, could you just say that last bit again?
I think there's one. I think he turned towards it. I think. I don't know if he did. I might be wrong, but he turned towards it.
If he's trying to get his hand out the way, then no, it's not a penalty. If he's moving his arm towards the ball, that's a penalty. Because the way I've always dealt with the handball rule is hand to ball, not ball to hand. So if the ball struck your hand and you have absolutely no way of getting it out.
How about we get rid of garbage referees in this country and replace them with Niall? There we go, simple as that.
No, because I don't want to do that much running, but I would be more than happy to go.
He'd be like Jonathan Moss.
I'd be more than happy. No, because technically, the way I see it is, you want the worst referees, or the worst out of the bunch, actually on the pitch, because all the big decisions are in VAR. So you'd want the better official in VAR. I'm more than happy. I've already said this many a times. I'm more than happy to go watch all 10 games with VAR and give the decisions as I see it. And the referee has to listen to me, and we'll just take the monitor down. Like, we'll just remove the monitor, and I'll just tell the referee. I'll just tell him from here. So get VAR set up in my room, and all be good.
Right, I'm gonna go to Relentless. Then I'm gonna go to Ads. Relentless, what do you want to say, mate? Yo, you there? No, it sounds like you're in the distance.
Because he probably is in the distance.
You're still in the distance.
I think he's in the distance.
Yeah, can you hear me now? You better?
Yeah, that's better.
He went in the distance.
Yeah, we touched on this briefly on Arsenal Alex channel. And do you think the penalty yesterday on Lacazette, on Davinson Sanchez situation, do you think that was the actual pen? Like, what's your guys' thoughts on that? So I'm seeing a lot of people split on that.
It was a soft penalty.
Soft pen.
It's up for interpretation, which is how I've always said that no rule should be left to. If I was refereeing or in VAR, I probably don't give it. Purely for the fact that he's miskicked the ball and then kicked into Sanchez. That's my view. But you can't blame Michael Oliver because the view that you see it there is from behind the goal, not where Michael Oliver is. And you can't blame VAR either because the way that they phrased VAR is there to
Clear and obvious.
Is clear and obvious decisions or errors. So really, no one's to blame for it. I wouldn't say it's a penalty, but you can't blame Mike Oliver because of the view he's got, and you can't blame the VAR official because they're not to re-ref the game. They're there to make clear to overturn clear and obvious errors. So for me, it's not a penalty, but no one's to really blame for that apart from the goddamn FA again. But standard down.
And also, one last question. The Lamella red card. Do you think that was a fair red card? Do you think he needed to be sent off?
Yes, because it's a persistent fouling. It's not. I've said this already. If it's just for that challenge on Tierney, it's probably not a red card. It might be a yellow, might not.
That's why I give us a second yellow.
Lamella had made about 3 or 4 tackles before that, and the referee
the ref was giving him chances. He wasn't smart with his. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, he was acting like an absolute idiot because he
completely ruined his whole day, man. He ruined his whole day.
It started when we sent him off. When he sent him off, it was a second bookable offence. It wasn't a straight red.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm not sure the Tierney challenge is a yellow card, but the persistent fouling would have been a yellow card.
Yeah. Ads, what do you want to say, mate?
Yeah, I know there's many Arsenal fans who will say that that's a foul Lacazette. I think it is personally, but it's so fucking weak. I mean, there were more fouls in the Manchester United versus Fulham game than I have ever seen in a match in the EPL this season, and there were no challenges given in that game against us. None. Not one in our favour. There was one where Fred got tackled in the box when the 2 players didn't even have contact with the ball. Martial got dragged to the floor, literally wrestled to the fucking floor. Yeah, it was at the start. It was like 20 minutes in, right? And it was at the far. You could see it like the top left of the corner when we were.
Are you on about Greenwood? Because I think Martial was injured, wasn't he?
No, Martial was in that game. I think Martial was in that game. No, not yesterday. No, the Fulham game. At the start.
When you won the game.
Yeah. No, Fred got tackled. I don't know why he even got put on the floor in the fucking box, and then Martial's there getting dragged to the floor from behind. I'm kind of like, why is that happening? And then there was one where Paul Pogba got I don't know how this happened and how they got away with it, but Paul Pogba literally loses contact with the ball. He passes it on to someone, and then he gets dragged. And then he literally gets his the heel, like the back of his boot gets kicked. I mean, then he falls to the floor. I'm kind of like, that's 3 or 4 challenges that should have been in our favour in that game. That probably would have won us the game early on. And we played well that game and we won. We got 1-0. It was a good goal from Pogba. Fred had a good game. Bruno had a good game, but them 3 players especially got fouled. What if one of them got injured? Would we have won that game? Who knows?
But you're forgetting that obviously, man, you only get favourable decisions, don't you, bud? So
yeah,
I'm using that as a.
But is there a stat with McTominay? I'm using
that as a dig to. Yeah, I'm just using that as a dig at almost every fan that says United just benefit from VAR. Is actually United probably are the most unbenefited teams in VAR. I can think of multiple decisions. You've got the Harry Maguire one against Burnley. Then you've got the time that De Gea was rugby tackled against Sheffield United. Then you've got the time that Ramsdale jumped into Maguire, and that was a free kick. I mean, you can think of all sorts for United and all of that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would just bringing it back to this weekend. Is there any sort of decisions that stand out for you?
Yeah. I mean, I said it before. Lamella's just a prick, and he listen. When you're not great a player, you're gonna make bad decisions in the field. You know what I'm saying? If for example, if you belong in the Manchester United midfield, we have good players, but they make bad decisions. But Lamella's just an awful player, makes bad decisions. So to be honest, is it much of a surprise? I even said Stephen on your channel. I said watch Lamella make a bad decision today and really cost the game for Tottenham, and he did. He got a red card, and like Niall said, like my dad taught me as well. He said, if you're consistently giving away light and stupid challenges away consistently, not throughout patches of the game. If you're doing it consistently, you'll be given chances, and you're on a yellow, then you're gonna get a red card, whether or not it's a yellow offense or not. Because I don't think that's it. I don't think that's a red card offense, but it was 2 yellows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the thing is, once you've been booked by a referee, you are literally in their head. But I've had it countless times where I've booked a player, and I know exactly who I've booked, and I'm watching him like a hawk, because you do that. You naturally do that. And I remember one time I booked a player, and then he went and did a really stupid tackle, and I looked at him and I was like, "Are you joking?" So I decided at that time. Send him off. I decided I'd call the captain over and go, if he does this one more time, I'm going to send him off. So seriously sort him out. You've got like one chat, and that this is literally last chance saloon.
Yeah,
that's the thing as well, especially when you're persistent. When you're persistently fouling as well. All you're doing is give refs the excuse. The one thing you do when you're on the yellow is not give refs an excuse.
The thing is, I don't think referees should give Arsenal any beneficial decisions, because most of their fans have been pricks about it. So I would say that Arsenal can't get any beneficial decisions until Agawa apologises.
I'm not talking about me, man.
Is it?
No, I'm not on about you, but until Agawa apologises, I recommend that the Premier League give Arsenal no favourable decisions.
Agawa was Sam for trying to put them on forward watch because of a conspiracy.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
In the West Ham Man United one as well.
I said, Dad's just like, no, don't. Just don't.
I was there when he got put into forward.
And it was every Arsenal fan, not me. Not me, mate. I'm sorry, but and I love the next excuse was, because me and Gal have agreed this. I said, yeah, you represent the fan base, don't you? And then you represent
hold on. I do want to get your thoughts on AFTV laughing their heads off.
No, I tweeted it. I replied to Ennen's tweet. I said that's disgusting. Yeah, no matter whether the North London derby or not, right? You don't laugh at all. Especially when you've moaned at Stoke for laughing at Ramsey. For example. Yeah, so you don't do it as well. We got Melina on the channel.
Hey, hope you're well, everyone.
Yes, I'm very good. So we finally established North London is red, so there we are. So
still celebrating the North London victory.
I'm celebrating until we get smashed. Situation normal.
West Ham, North London.
Excuse me? West Ham.
Name me some more North London clubs.
There isn't any.
It's Tottenham and Arsenal, that's it.
Nah, it's got to be some lower down. Like,
no, them men down the road are irrelevant to us.
Nah, I'm just going to say the whole of London is claret and blue. Just the banter.
Is it?
I love a bit of
Is it even though we're fourth?
Look, let me live. I've been miserable all season. Let me live.
Yeah, let us have our 2 minutes of happiness.
Rangers been blue since 2005. Thank you very much.
If I know Olympiacos will probably get smashed 3-0 and go out of the Europa League, right?
Hold on. Did Olympiacos knock you out of the Emirates?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So you are right. You are right. North London is red for Olympiacos. I mean, what? I didn't say that.
Wait, how? They're not even from London.
Charlie, why are you saying that?
I said Bayern red.
Huh?
I said Bayern red.
The only way it's red, it's Bayern red.
Yeah, but Charlie, you still need to accept Manchester's red.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh!
Oil money cheats.
Shots
You do
fired.
realise there's a Chelsea fan right there, and you go.
Oi! Roman Abramovich is more than just oil.
He's the Russian mafia, mate. He's the Russian mafia.
He sells.
Charlie, have you recovered from the greatest manager in the Premier League beating Pep?
Oh. That's a good one.
You sure you ain't a Man United fan?
I just
Niall is a United fan, you know.
Nah, I'm not a United fan. I'm not. The thing is, I'm not a United fan. I'm a massive Ollie fan. Like, I love Ollie. For some, no, I think it's when I watched him play because I just. Huh? I've always said I'm an Ollie fan.
He's chatting rubbish. I swear to God.
So, man, I'll just say mind the gap and then they'll go on about history. So I'm not going to go that way.
Charlie, come back to us when you've won more trophies than Tottenham.
What did I said mind the gap and then they'll just go on about history.
Yeah, but you've won the same amount of trophies as Tottenham and they're irrelevant. They're 40 trophies ahead of you.
I mean, we've not.
Come back to me when you...
That's not a gap. That's a great.
You're all about history because that's the only thing you have. I'd be
okay, Charlie. I know what to say. Come back to me when you've won a Champions League.
We're only 14. We're only 14 trophies behind Arsenal.
Oh, and Stephen, come back to me when you've won a Champions League. And Daniel, you can talk to me because you've won a Champions League.
We're to win the Champions League. We're the old team in London.
Only Daniel can talk because he won a Champions League.
What do you guys think will happen to Liverpool tonight? 7th defeat.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. Adama Traore hasn't scored in like 48 games.
He'll show up tonight. Yeah, he'll show up tonight.
He's going to score tonight. It's Adama Traore. Is the NFL down?
Jimenez available? Jimenez?
No, not yet.
Not training still.
Okay. I think because of the injury, right? He's still out.
Yeah, he's still a mark on his head.
Yeah, I seen that. I thought it would get covered up eventually with the scar.
I think
it's going to be like that permanently.
Do you know the scar on Alex?
Yeah, Charlie, I seen that. I think it'll be their 7th home defeat.
2013.
They're playing away. They're playing at Molyneux, I think.
The Anfield curse will continue, I feel like.
It's at Molyneux.
It's at the Molyneux they played them at Anfield, 1-4-0.
Nah.
Talkman says Liverpool 3-1. Wow.
We don't want Liverpool winning. That would upset me.
Can I just can I ask again? Niall, what's your biggest rivals in League One?
Their only rivals aren't even in League One.
I mean, you could potentially say Portsmouth are, but they're not really rivals. That's something that's sort of pushed on by the media.
No, you're just like Portsmouth.
I think he's saying that. He's saying that because Portsmouth are fighting for the playoffs, and
they're fighting us all for the playoffs.
No, because when I think rival,
Portsmouth have lost their manager, haven't they?
Yeah, they
have. For me, and they're also in really shit form. For me, I wouldn't say Portsmouth are a rival because it's sort of very pushed upon. Our rivals are Exeter City, and they're a league below us. So
yeah, they have Matt J, right?
what
player that
Exeter? Yeah,
Exeter.
Yeah, they're just a little shit team in Devon.
So Daniel, we'll be doing a watch along to the Chelsea game. You confident you can win that?
I'm at work, so I can't watch it.
Atletico Madrid are going to win 21-0.
2-0 Athletic. 2-0 Athletic.
So, Charlie, you said that last time?
No, I said 2-1 actually.
I was about to say
You said
2-1.
last time, so shush. You said 2-0 last time.
Chelsea can't even keep a clean sheet in a brothel. Come on.
What?
No. Chelsea can keep clean sheets. They just can't score.
Can't score.
Yeah. All the money they spent on finding Werner.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh.
Good old Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
I would say the biggest flop in that Chelsea
even though he's got the same amount of goals as Aubameyang.
Yeah,
I don't know why people are moaning about Werner. I'd say the biggest flop in the Chelsea team is flaming Ziyech. Ziyech is absolutely dog shit.
Willian has more assists than Ziyech. That's crazy.
There's the most assists in your team, so I wouldn't say that's good.
Sorry, if you've got more.
That's true, Daniel. You're right.
If you've got less assists than Willian, then oh my god.
But you've got the most assists in your whole club. It's the most assists in your whole club, and you hate him. He's a Chelsea reject, as they say.
Look, we'll start liking him if he does it game after game again.
He won't do it game after game.
Game after game.
Do it every 5 games, maybe 10.
Every 15. He turns at once.
Yeah, but Charlie, at least
I don't know when you started him, he probably would have scored.
At least when it comes when we'll go back to the stadiums, we'll actually fill our stadium.
Willian is basically Jesus for Man City.
Jesus, don't get me started on Jesus.
Wow, Niall, don't
get me started on Jesus, please.
What, Jesus?
Have you guys forgotten Aguero?
Aguero's going to Barca. He's already signed a pre-contract for 2 years.
Charlie, what's wrong with Jesus? Tell us your problem.
Shit.
Yeah, but why?
You'll probably get what's his name, Lukaku.
Charlie, stop moaning about your squad when you're top of the table.
Hold on.
They don't even need a striker.
Stop moaning about your squad.
We do.
You're top of the table. The only people that could say they're shit, and all the ones below you.
I said we have shit players. I didn't say we're a shit team.
I'd buy your squad in any day of the week.
Yeah, Mahrez, KDB, insane.
I'd take him, guys. Easy.
Have him.
Foden.
You're not having Foden.
I would take all your squad over ours any day.
I like how Charlie's I like how Charlie's become like the director of football at Man City. You can have him, but you can't have him. You can have him, but you can't have him. Charlie's made an executive order to become director of football.
You can score.
But you got to give him credit, though, at his age, to come on here and take our banter and dish it back.
Charlie's always in the comments.
Charlie one day will mature and grow up like he's sitting in a football club.
Why did I know that was coming off from a mile off?
To be fair, Charlie's always in the comments blowing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's always there.
I love it when he's in my comments just blowing smoke at almost
You're just jealous of our royal money, that's why.
Hang on, no, what's going to come first?
I'm jealous.
Hang on, what's going to come first? Man City win their Champions League or Charlie reaching 18?
Charlie reaching 18?
Oh, me doing what? I didn't hear it.
I was about to say something else, but then I realized this might be a family show.
So I know what you're going to say.
Oh, fuck.
Only on SPA TV. Subscribe now.
This is what you call professional.
The things that are
to be fair, this isn't the worst. This isn't going to be the worst thing in the idea, because I'm considering doing a banter show.
I'll come on that.
And letting Dom host that, which is going to be horrific.
Oh, that'll be so funny.
No, don't let him host it. It'll be hell.
I'm always thinking
he
about
does a whole back too.
I've always thought about doing one of them.
But we'll just be called no history made in since 2005.
I might do a hot off the press show where there's no news.
It's irrelevant since before 2003, Daniel. I'd be quiet, pal.
Because I'm more confident than you.
Your club wasn't even in
No, we weren't. We won the league in the 60s.
Get in your corner, man.
What are you trying to say? We won the what you call it, the Super Cup and the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup.
2004 when they became
We won the Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah, but we've won everything now, so apart from the Club World Cup, which is annoying.
Yeah, because you lost to some.
I think you guys will still make top 4 though.
Charlie, you can't say anything about the Club World Cup. They actually made it.
Yeah, you haven't made it either, mate.
Yeah.
They just have their 16.
Hold on. What does everyone think's going to happen first? Man City winning the Champions League or Arsenal becoming a top 4 club again?
Man City winning the Champions League.
I agree with Daniel on that one.
Yeah,
we'll get to top 4. Come on.
Especially when we keep this.
I expect to see you all on the stream when we win the Champions League. And
Charlie, I expect if you don't win it, I expect you on one of my streams so that everyone can grill you.
I don't think they'll win it this year.
No, I don't think this year. I think in the next couple of years they will, but not this year. I don't think they've quite got it this year.
I'm going to try to say we'll probably win it before you.
To be honest, I think Niall should do a banter show on his show, and then at some point later on we'll do the one on mine. Right? I think that'd be good. Right? But I'd say I need to talk to.
The thing with Niall is he doesn't hold back. The man's so savage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd just fight him on for an hour and just let him rip every single team apart.
Why do you think I'm
know that gets targeted, so yeah.
No, it's okay, Charlie. I don't think you'll get targeted. I think if you're an Arsenal fan,
yeah, Charlie, you get targeted because the only time that we know that City were relevant in the 50s is when they made a film.
Yeah, but the thing is, Stephen, you're just a bit jealous of his team's success.
Exactly.
They need oil money. You
need oil money as well, mate. So be quiet.
They got the mafia.
Actually done something with you.
Come back to me with your trophies, man.
There's is the mafia money.
I'd quite like some oil money.
Roman sells everything.
He's a Russian mafia, and he works for Putin.
And he sells stuff too.
If there's anyone watching that's got a shit ton of oil money, if you want to own a football club, Plymouth Argyle could be for sale. But only if you
now they can take over Warsaw instead because of that.
Why are you not asking for United, seeing as though you're a United fan?
You're a closet United fan.
I'm not a United fan. I'm an Ollie fan.
You are. You're a closet United fan. If you like Ollie, you're a closet United fan.
I like Ollie because I like Ollie because
Niall's background. That's just a green screen, and that's actually a United scarf there.
I
like Saka and
Do you know what's a green screen?
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Do you know what Tottenham need as a green screen? A trophy cabinet full of trophies.
That is still collecting dust.
That's what I'm saying. They need to use a green screen to actually show they've actually won something.
But they can't open it because there'll be a massive dust cloud over London.
Nah, the thing is, for me, I love Ollie because he just, the way he smiles and the way he just goes about coaching. I really like his man management. And I like Mason Greenwood because he can use both feet and he's going to terrorise defenders for years to come. So they're the only two I really like him in.
Don't create enough chances at Man United. That's what I think.
I also like Mason Mount. I also like Phil Foden.
Yeah, Mason Mount is a good player. You got to give him credit.
So
that kid is incredible.
I like Saka as well.
I like him more.
I like everyone from everyone apart from Arteta, who I think is a fraud.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the thing that they put on thingy today about all the managers will be.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, Daniel.
Whilst AFTV and Agar still,
they didn't do that then.
The thing is,
that's the thing. You guys, imagine if you guys gave Lampard more time. Do you reckon you'd still?
You'd be in the mud. That's
We're probably just below
No,
Arsenal. That's saying something.
The thing is, and this is why
I think they made the switch on the right time too.
But this is why I really like this. This is why I really like Roman Abramovich and who's basically
Marina
second in
Garskaya.
command. That's the one. It's why I really like them, because when they've made a mistake, they just fix it. It's like
Unlike us.
they'll see that they've made a couple of mistakes in the transfer window with probably Ziyech. If Werner don't start firing next season, the thing is they'll go and buy someone else. But that's why I like the. They've got lots of money, but if you look at it's not just on football. If you look at what he's done in terms of fighting racism and all of that, like Roman Abramovich is amazing. And to be fair, City have invested a lot of money into the community. So yes, both clubs have got a huge amount of money, but both have invested into the surroundings, into the communities.
Yeah,
and sort of
facilities, man. Good deal.
Yeah,
got the best facilities in England.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
that's true. Like the charities and stuff. I would say.
But even with all the money, Pep still can't beat Ollie. So.
Yeah, but I would take Chelsea any day. He would love that. He would love to have their players. I think he would.
Charlie, of course you beat them in the Carabao Cup semi-final. It's the Man City Cup.
We beat him in the FA Cup.
That's Pep's game.
What's ridiculous for them?
Charlie, if you want to be winning Champions Leagues, why are you worried about the Mickey Mouse Cup?
Because that is their cup. That literally has their name on it.
Yeah, that's Pep's game. We have won it, Daniel, but that's something Pep's really good at, though. That's Pep's name all over it.
Sorry, not that. That was the Community Shield. 116. Sorry. FA Cup, you won, isn't it?
Oh, Stephen, are you on the same wavelength as this lad who's an Arsenal fan called Kane, who thinks Community Shield is a major trophy?
No.
Oh, drop my hand.
Right, tell him he needs to go raise his standards.
Community Shield is a major trophy.
FA Cup Premier League champion.
Let's celebrate something that Spurs would celebrate.
To be fair, a lad called Kane on Twitter, but I won't really be able to see it anymore because I blocked the cunt because he was he was like, Ollie's in the mud because he watched the first 45 minutes of the
Is he an Arsenal fan?
No, the thing is, he said that Ollie was in the mud after 45 minutes of West Ham, but what he didn't take into account, the matches are 90 minutes long. So
yeah, but Man United got away with loads of things yesterday.
I was about to say something. Maybe I'll say it.
But Daniel, what's been United's Achilles heel all season?
Niall, you should have told him that the match will last longer than his finishing.
Wow. That's brutal. But no, Daniel, what's been United's Achilles heel all year? It's been a low block, and they finally beat one. And to be fair, when you get to the crunch end of the season, it's not about how you play; it's just about getting the points on the board, isn't it?
I never thought I'd say this. Go on, Steve.
Can you do me that Kane guy, right? He can go raise his standards for a start.
He has no standards.
Can I call you August? Because I've got no way of saying that.
Epic Nin?
Yeah, it's me.
Epic Nin, yeah.
Why are you calling it a different name, man?
It is Epic Nin.
Why do you have your other mic?
Man City.
Listen, we can't. You're using a different mic.
A different mic?
Oh, okay. You trying out a new headset?
Are
you trying out a new headset?
I'm talking about Steve is not using his external mic. It's echoing.
Is that better?
Yeah,
It keeps switching to default. I don't know why. But yeah.
I think he
what are you going to say, mate? We were talking about referees, but all of a sudden we just got into
Stephen, your microphone's a bit like Arsenal. They default to shit.
What? Nice.
Fair enough.
That is no.
You got to admit it, Melina. It is only one game.
I know.
It's
true. Win. But that's like 5-0 to me.
Like I said, right?
I just said it's not too
derby. Let me live.
London.
No, watch us get battered by West Ham. Watch.
Right.
It's coming.
Anything in terms of refereeing? Did you want to know about?
Me.
Yeah.
I was just putting like suggestions of what we should have coming next season, because
robots.
It's not as if this season's going to change anything. So
that's true.
So I just wanted, in my opinion, what should be added to next season in terms of the referees and stuff. Give full responsibility.
Replace all referees with chimpanzees.
Right, okay.
Because at least then, if they make a mistake,
hang on, let him finish.
At least then, if a chimpanzee makes a mistake, you can just say, "Well, it's a chimpanzee." So of course,
I gotta say my point, and then I gotta go do some work. Okay, so, my point is, okay, coming next season, I want the refs to have full responsibility, and VAR have no decision in the matter, and have microphones so we can hear what the refs are saying. What the ref, the offside ref, the linesman actually, and the actual ref with a microphone. And I don't want these useless VAR refs to be involved in any decision whatsoever, because they seem to have no clue. They have no clue in whatsoever in referee decisions. So therefore, you
do know they're the same refs.
What?
You do know the VAR refs are the same refs.
Yeah, I know that, but therefore there's just one on the ref that is on the day on the pitch should be taking full responsibility, not those ones who are St. George's Park just behind the little screens that just making stupid decisions every single week. Therefore, if a mistake is going to happen, the buck stopped as the actual ref on the pitch, not on those stupid refs on the VAR screen.
I want VAR, but I just want better people controlling it.
Yeah, just better people making decisions.
No, I didn't say. Look. I didn't say.
Just literally. Let me sit in Stockley Park and VAR referee every single match. And I promise you, decisions get sorted.
Yeah, because I got a question. I'm just putting my last point. For me, I didn't say I would get rid of the VAR, right? I would just say the VARs have no say in the matter, and they just put up angles for the referee to look at. Because at the minute, VAR refs have a say in the matter, and then ultimately, ultimately the ref takes their side of the story and believes them. So therefore, they just show the angles on the screen. And
because if you have me VAR, if you have me refereeing or VAR refereeing every match, the decisions will always be correct because I'm not a brain dead idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I don't get it with these refs. Talk menu, you alright?
I gotta go. Yeah.
Take care, Epic Man.
Take care. Not Manchester's red.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I just want to say, remember Niall about I don't know, it's a good few weeks ago now. We were talking about the refereeing and the offside, and I mentioned about maybe having a margin of sort of leeway, etc. on that point. And I also said about that maybe it's time for the FA. So I'm echoing from somebody's thing. But anyway, time for the FA to maybe consider using ex-players who actually understand the physics of the game. It's understanding the laws of the game is one thing, but understanding the physics of the game.
I don't know about that because Jermaine Genius is crying like a little bitch, and I'd rather football.
Worst pundit ever.
Some footballers should be absolutely nowhere near
his
big
punditry
decisions.
is as good as his football career.
But the other part of that is to then have three different opinions in different. So that's Stockley Park, wherever it is.
You just need better training.
But
everyone's overcomplicating it. You seriously, you just need rules that are written correctly, and you just
set
need to be
in stone,
better.
so to speak, too.
Like,
I know
you need rules that aren't up for interpretation.
Sorry, Danny, you do know North London's red, mate.
And you just need better training for referees. You don't need to overcomplicate by getting former players involved and all of that. You just literally 2 simple things. Rewrite the rule book so it's not up for interpretation. And number 2, give better training to these idiots, because clearly the training is dog shit.
Okay.
But even if they're not going to rewrite the rules, they're not going to do that, because it's that you can't have it like too simple, because teams and players and everything won't have that, because it'll go for you in one game, but it could go.
It's not up for teams and players to decide. And
Yeah,
you
but
say that
I know what you're saying,
the FA, and you say the FA won't rewrite the rule book. They already have on pretty much every single rule this season.
But
look at the offside rule with
they've
Man
changed
City.
a few things, but I mean, and also the point about the micing. Then we're not going. I don't think we're ever going to get to a stage where they're going to be mic'd up, so we can hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
we are the FA of.
Dude,
that would also be like,
man, that's horrible.
The FA have already said the FA have already said that they want to mic up referees. It won't be broadcasted on the live broadcast, but it'll be put in the highlights packages, like on Match of the Day and all of that, where you can hear the referees there in discussions about doing that.
But what I meant is not live during the game, because it's
But
all you're going to do then
is a start. This is a start. Then.
Yeah, but it's still going to be open to, because the more you hear a referee talking and you know, and you understand how his mind works, you're then going to be in a situation where you're going to try and predetermine what he's going to do and try and sway him in that direction.
No,
if you know how his mind works.
It's more about just being able to hear how the referees get into a decision. It's just that it's for the clarity of the.
But don't you think? Don't you think though? I know, but don't you think it'd be much more like the best way for the league is if why don't they just say, okay, after the game, the referee will put a report out after the match with a statement, a report of whatever controversial decisions have been made. You know, put out a statement.
I agree with that as well, but I think we need to be realistic and do it on a step-by-step basis. So the first step is getting these microphones broadcasted to the fans, which they're in discussions with. Once you get it broadcasted on the highlights, then they'll start thinking about getting it broadcasted live. I don't think you'll ever see a referee put in front of the media. It won't happen. I don't think that would necessarily be the greatest idea they've ever had. Have you seen the British media? They're not exactly they're not exactly nice. They're a bunch of brutal idiots. But we are going in the right direction. They just need more time to fix things up. But it's a bit slow.
And well, I'm gonna have to wrap it up there. So, thanks everyone that's tuned in. Thanks to everyone that's come on. Mel, Daniel, Charlie, co-host Niall, Talk Manu, Epic Nin.
Cool.
We're back for the watch along for Liverpool versus Wolves versus Liverpool, and it should be a good game. So until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you then. Take care.
Ciao.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.